So, hey guys, back with another video. Get ready with me this morning, chit chat kind of thing. Um, y'all, I'm not feeling it today, but we got some things to talk about. Um, what I want to start with? Healing is hard. Period. I don't know why people get into healing and think it's supposed to be some kumbaya stage of life, some awakening point where you're just like, oh, and it's not. Don't think that, okay? Don't go into healing thinking that you're just going to be this enlightened person. You'll get there eventually. Eventually, you'll get there, okay? But I don't want you to assume that you come to this healing supposed to be like some Zen mode or some like Buddhist monk. You're not. At least you don't start that way. My cat. So yes, all you newcomers out there that's getting on with just now starting the healing journey, it is hard. Hello, welcome to healing. It's not fun. Okay, it's not. You have your pockets of fun, your pockets of sunshine here and there, but when you first come through the gate of healing, you will come broken. You will come depleted. You will feel like you're about to die. Completely reached your limit. That is when you're ready to start healing. That is where you pick yourself up from. Because here's the thing about healing. You have to unlearn a lot of things, habits that you put into place before you even thought about healing. These habits that we built over time protected us at one point, whether it was from people or from getting hurt again. These methods protected us. It is all we know. But newsflash, that was only to protect you for a season, not forever, boo. So you really have to relearn yourself at this stage. And the hardest part about this stage is picking yourself back up after you feel like you've got ran over by a goddamn 18-wheeler, okay? That's the hardest part. Because you're going to feel like, I don't want to do this. Like, I just want to die. I'm being honest. That's how everybody feels when they enter the gate of healing. You feel like you want to die. If you feel like that, welcome to healing. Okay? You're not dying. You're not going to die. Okay? What we're going to do is sit. We're going to, yes, ma'am, we're going to sit with ourselves in that period. That is your isolation period. That is a time where you're like, okay, let me take a step back and reevaluate me. Because something that I'm doing has gotten me here. Accountability. Because before we're healing, y'all already know, before we start healing, we get in a mind state of trying to say, well, they did this to me, or this is the reason why I'm the way I am, or this is why I don't do X, Y, and Z. No. When it comes to healing, we're no longer blaming others. Ooh, let's talk about it. It's no longer, okay, so listen, check it. I'm almost 40. I'm 34. Things happened when I was a kid. Okay? My parents didn't always have the answer. Okay? They didn't know. So at 34, it behooves me to continue to blame my parents for what I didn't know. At some point, we're got to turn that mirror onto ourselves and be like, what did I do to cause them to react like that? What can I change? Okay, so that event or something similar won't happen again. You have to ask yourself these things. Some people call it shadow work. A lot of people are scared of that name for some reason, but shadow work is just what it is. You're going back into yourself, into the shadows, and you're learning. You're taking the steps to learn what actually happened. Not from a biased standpoint, not from, oh, well, because a lot of people, before we heal, we have a veil. Like, we never want to see what we did in the issue. Like, it's never our fault. What? But you did this and you did that. No. You can only control you. So what did you do to make that person do X, Y, and Z? What you could have avoided to not have escalated the situation? See what I'm saying? It's not about the other person no more. It's about taking that accountability to yourself and learning, relearning how to solve conflict, relearning how to deal with yourself when you are triggered, knowing that you don't have to display or show anger just to be mad. You can be angry. You can say, hey, I'm angry. I'm feeling really angry. You can scream in a pillow. You can all day. You can wiggle. They have coping mechanisms for anger. They have coping mechanisms for sadness. You don't have to be the emotion, if that makes sense. You can feel the emotion, but you don't have to be the emotion, if that makes sense. So that's where we use practices like meditation and grounding ourselves, because when we start acting out our emotions, we're already too far gone. You got to recenter yourself, come on back, ground yourself, and in those moments of stillness, in those moments of quiet, you think about your next outcome. You think about your next reaction. Adopting the pause button before you start before you start 0 to 100, pause. And that's the hardest thing to do. Pausing. Especially if you're triggered already. You're already there. The last thing you want to do is sit there and think about a yellow light. You want to go from green to red, period. You want to go from red to green. Like, that's how it is. We don't regard the yellow light. We need to start regarding that yellow light. As hard as it is, it's so important for our character. Because we don't have to act from a place of hate. We don't have to act from a place of irritation, from a negative emotion. We can choose to resolve the problem and not escalate it. But that's a choice. It's not something that we just do. It's a skill that we have to learn. It's like everything else. So that's my talk, guys. Healing is hard as hell, okay? Like, I don't understand why people sit here and they think they go into the gates of healing, supposed to be some kumbaya ceremony. No, it's not. I'm here to tell you, it's not, sweetheart. You're going to break. You're going to cry. You're going to feel like I can't go on. But guess what? You can. And one day you will. Just got to get up. Till next time, guys.